Now, guys, if you're brand new, this is the meat and the potatoes for you. This is what's going to help you as a brand new agent. It explains what term is, CVO, ROP, whole life, universal life. What is the benefits? How does it work? Why does it work that way? Right?
All right, everybody. Grady Paulson, your family, First Life America. Beyond excited to have Jesse Hantla on with us. He has an SRS powerhouse, which stands for Simple Retirement Solutions. He knows them up, right, left, and center. Top annuity producer, top IUL producer. Last year protected nearly 500 families with annuities and IUL-based products, and as well as had his best month eclipsing 120 families protected in a single month. So this guy knows how to make people feel comfortable. He knows how to enter a home and make clients feel confident. And he knows how to get the money moved, transferred, and clients be put in a better position with SRS-based products. So I'm beyond excited to have Jesse on here. I'm excited for everyone to learn from him. If you could do me all a favor and drop a JH in the chat below. I'm calling you out, Theo. Get me a JH in the chat below. Show him some love. Let's blow it up. And without further ado, how are we doing today, Jesse?
Amazing. Grady, your energy is contagious, bro. So like, I don't understand if people are around you and they're not like wanting to do push-ups and do jumping jacks, like there's something wrong with you. Like you need to go check your pulse, because you were talking, doing the introduction. I'm like over here on the floor doing push-ups. You got me so jacked up. So
love it, bro. Love it.
Thanks for having me here, bro. This is going to be good.
Awesome. So well, I mean, the main thing that I'm so excited about is, I mean, I've texted Jesse, I've spent time with Jesse. We've had Jesse on there's a great video interview with Jesse on this YouTube channel. If you go find our YouTube channel, from 6 months ago, 9 months ago-ish, you came out here and visited us in Arizona and you crushed it. And so that's a great additional video where you talk a lot more about life sales and background, and we really appreciated that. But what's been awesome is watching you even being lifted up by corporate as one of our kind of top 6 people in the SRS division. And I just know that's been a big focus for me. I've spent 5 years training people on life sales, on phone scripts, on in-home, on virtual, on, you know, the nuances of term and whole life. And I think we live in a world now where, with the economy as it is, with the market doing what it does, that us as a brokerage, right, as FFL being a brokerage, right, we set people up with a life insurance license that allows us to sell a multitude of different products, that for a long time we hadn't been talking enough about annuities and IULs. And I'm just so excited to have you as one of the forefathers front running the future of the SRS division. And so that's really where today is we've got a bunch of new hungry agents. We've got a bunch of smart hungry agents. And I'm just excited for them to learn from someone that's doing this at a high level and what they can implement, take some points away from you to start becoming more successful with this next tier of products that we offer with our life license.
I appreciate you having me here, Grady. And it's so humbling to actually be here. And it seems like it was 6 months ago, but I think it was going on 2 years ago when I was at your office.
Okay.
It was like, I want to say it was probably like June, July of 21 on my first Hall of Fame run. And it was right after I hit 129. So it would have been August of 21, but that feels like it was yesterday. And great minds must think alike, because I thought I was just one of the weirdos that World War II watches. I was like this. I
love it. 2 watch gang, man. It's another.
You do. You got to keep your steps up, right? And then you got to look classy on one hand, right?
Where am I at? Competing with Andrew right now, which is brutal.
Where are you at on your move right now? I'm at 785 for the day.
Oh, we're doing this? That was yesterday.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, that's Andrew. What are we at? I got it. Hold on. We're doing this. We've been here this far. People are like, what is going on this call? 765. You got me by 20.
Okay. Well, I'm also 3 hours ahead of you, so you're doing pretty dang good. So
I also got a lot more to work off. So, you know, we're all on the same bowl here. Same goal. All right, let's jump into good stuff.
We're all talking about growth, just not that. But anyways, so kind of fast forward into this whole situation. For those of you that don't know who I am, I want to kind of get a little recap because that was a while ago. Prior to FFL, I was in the automotive industry. I was donating plasma, playing 10, 12, 14, 15 hours of Call of Duty every single day. I was fat. I was unmotivated. I had a big mustache. I was in a very bad place mentally. Like I mentioned, I was donating plasma on unemployment. And then I gave FFL a shot because I had my license. I just didn't have a lot of success prior to FFL. I went all in with FFL, and first year Hall of Fame, second year Hall of Fame. And now I'm just blessed to actually be here, to be chosen out of the 6 people out of 20,000 plus agents to help with fixed index annuities, infinite banking, IULs, and make an impact and teach all of you guys how to get to a level of where I was at to start to just get some momentum. We're going to go over some simple steps today, how we do it, why we do it, what it looks like, and we're going to kind of explain about some of this stuff. So do you want to have any specific questions in regards towards that?
No, I want you.
Or do you want me to just kind of rip?
I want you to like there's just, these are all your new agents out here that are craving and hungry for knowledge and nutrition to then go out there and go start to do this for themselves.
Let's do it. Okay. So first things first, guys, I want you guys to do me a favor. There's a link I just popped into the chat, and that's going to take you directly to my financial inventory. And then what we could actually do here, we're going to go ahead and share this so I can walk you through what it looks like. Okay. So what it looks like here. So financial inventory, 3 objectives, every single house that you're going to be sitting with, whether you're on the phone, you're in front of them face to face, you're doing this virtually on a Zoom. You guys need to make sure you're taking notes like a professional. Have a system. If you don't use my inventory, find one that works for you. But the reason I really, really like this, if you're a brand new agent, a lot of the detailed questions for medical, diabetes, which is a common thing, mortgage. And then as we start to dive into some of the really important parts where I was able to implement from day one, guys, and this is the thing, whenever we're talking about business, you got to have a system that you can follow. And just like going to the gym, just like getting there and losing weight, you got to just start. You got to start showing up. You just got to start doing the work. You got to start doing the dials. You got to start buying the leads. You got to start getting uncomfortable. And getting uncomfortable means asking 2 simple questions to find more advanced market situations. Are you more of a spender or saver? Do you have anything else in place that acts like life insurance, like a 401k, IRA, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, pension plans, CDs, or savings? And all we're doing here, guys, while we're going over this presentation, you don't really want to dive in deeper. And if you guys are trying to figure out how to access this, do me a huge favor. Get onto it from your computer or email it to yourself. And then when you open it, click on File, make a copy. That make a copy is going to go straight to your Google Drive, or just click Download PDF. So that way you've got it exactly to your computer. All right. So 401k, IRA, stocks, bonds, all we're doing is circling, we're fact finding. And then you're going to go ahead and help them with their life insurance, mortgage protection, final expense. You don't really want to dive in too deep once you start to discover and find this stuff, because people can get uncomfortable. You got to build that rapport. You got to build that trust. You got to build the credibility. You got to show that you do care about their family before you start to dive into their assets. Okay. Is it from a current or past employer? Here's some notes that you guys definitely want to take down when we are talking about retirement plans. If you are under the age of 59 and a half, it has to be from a past employer. If you're under the age of 59 and a half, it has to be from a past employer. If you're over the age of 59 and a half, you can still be working there. And what you do is an in-service distribution. So you guys probably have sat with a lot of clients. They got 401ks, IRAs, some type of pension, like a 457, a 403B, a TSP, thrift savings plan. That's if you're working for government, post office. Think, guys. You probably know some people in your back pocket right now. And this is a question that I ask every single time when I start to discover it. Is it protected from market risk? I have yes and no here. It's always no. If it's in the stock market, it's never going to be protected. Okay. So I have the yes and no there. So that way you can actually ask the question to your client, yes or no. And then that way you're always going to be circling no, just as a friendly heads up. You'll be able to find out where the income's coming from, right? Do you have a will? And if you are doing all virtual sales, like I do everything virtually, I'm closing annuities over the phone. I'm not even getting on Zoom. I do all of my stuff over the phone right now, all of it over the phone. So I don't sit with people anymore. I'm closing annuities over the phone, guys. When you're doing this, you have to have something to keep track of their information as a fiduciary. You have to be able to track their information, because if you get a decline with one company, or let's say you submit life insurance and now you're doing an annuity, you need to make sure that you're keeping track of their records so you don't have to ask them and you don't look like a professional when you're not keeping track of their info, right? Employer information, banking, physicians, right? Now, guys, if you're brand new, this is the meat and the potatoes for you. This is what's going to help you as a brand new agent. It explains what term is, CVO, ROP, whole life, universal life. What is the benefits? How does it work? Why does it work that way? Right? We don't need to dive into it. I'm kind of showing you the bullet points on this. I want you guys to do it. Info on carriers for I-10, some stuff about variable universal life, because you will come across it. And when you do, I want you guys to be prepared and how it works, why it works that way. We can't sell it, right? Now, word tracks for annuities. Once you do help them, you're completely closed out with a life sale. You got their mortgage protection. You got them their final expense. You got them their term policy, their return on premium, American cashback option, whatever it might be that you just helped them with. Now you're going to circle back around. Grady, hey, you mentioned that you had a 401k from an old job, right? Yeah. Okay. How much of that money are you willing to lose in that 401k, right? Account type. Are you willing to lose? He's going to say 0. Okay. So if we could protect your money from ever being lost in the market, locking in your gains, would you find value in this? He's going to say yes. Okay. Well, the average growth over the last 10 years is somewhere between about 5 and 11%, depending on how the program's designed. Protection from downside risk within the stock market. It provides you with income. You can never outlive your money. With the deficit within retirement years, you can pass on the remainder of funds as a death benefit. So, Grady, it's pretty simple here. All we're doing is reallocating funds from one piggy bank to another. And guys, once you discover it, if you're in a home and you need to explain this a little bit better, you've discovered it. You've discovered that, hey, there's going to be a loss of income. They're losing money in the market. They've got money here, here, and here, and they don't know what to do with it. Here's my number. Give me a call. Part of the SRS team, what we do is we facilitate and help you move quick, because this is all about urgency in this business. If you want to get it quick, you got to move quick. Just like how when we buy instant internet life leads, that doesn't mean that we instantly dial them 3 days from now. You instantly dial them now. They're instant internet leads because we work them quick. Urgency is going to favor you guys very, very big in this. And the goal here is to book a meeting from a meeting once you're doing that. So you're going to get the statement. You're going to move through that process. Guys, this is a little bit of the about what I'm going to be doing. Thanks, bro. And that's what you guys definitely want to have. So you've got all of your information where you have a clear target about where you need to head with your client. Once you find it, you discover it. We're going to be talking about a few different things today, but I wanted to give you guys something so you understand the building blocks from where we're going now, right? So
you print that out your handwriting while you're on the phone with the client. Do you type it in on individual Google Sheets for each client? Just, what's your process? I always try to go to them.
Absolutely. So my personal process is I use an iPad, right?
Smart.
So I use an iPad. There's an app called Notability. And then, so every single person, I go on here, boom, it's right here.
Have their own, but all in. So then you can send it over you can email it to them. You can email it to yourself. You can open it back
exactly
up, and it's your handwriting, which feels better. We naturally went from being in the home, right, with our hand. right? When we're sitting with a client in a financial inventory, it kind of keeps that sort of primal memory going, that that's something we did so much and had good time selling. Now you do it the same way, but in a virtual environment. I love it.
100%. And for me personally, I love to use Notability because if I have large stacks of paper, the only type of large stacks of paper I want to have is that books, like stacks of paper. It's got to be a book, not a bunch of like stuff like this. Like I've got like 4 post-it notes. It gives me anxiety having all this loose crap around. Like I need clean and like clarity. That way I can move quick, right? And a lot of people look at my surroundings. They're like, dude, it's cluttered. I'm like, no, this is perfect, right? And the cool thing is once you've got your notes in there, let's just say it was an annuity. You can put it in the title, annuity. So in 3 months from now, you're getting slow on your appointments, or you're thinking in the back of your mind, I might have some people in my back pocket that I need to follow up with. Search annuities, boom. And then you go ahead and find them right away. 457, find them right away. 401k, find them right away. And you're not losing a way to keep track of your clients if you're not using an app like Zippo or Baymax or some type of dialer. I'm a big fan of call tools just because I like to rip and roar on those. And then also too, whenever you guys are running through any of these, so use Notability to keep track of all of those. And then that way, if you're brand new, just keep that little cheat sheet off to the side, maybe laminate it until you get real familiar with the questions, the word tracks. It starts to become your language. And the thing is what I'm saying, it doesn't have to be your exact language, but it's some structure. Just like a script, we've got ways that we can have a script, and you're not going to say exactly everything that Josh William does on his telesales closing script, but he's given you some structure that you can now morph it into your words. But you've got structure that you can flow through the process, and next thing you know, you're starting to get the success.